Hey, what's happening, guys? How you doing? If you are a coach or a high-ticket affiliate and you're just getting started and you're trying to clock up the magic $10,000 mark and things are heading in the right direction, or so you think at least anyway, you're not entirely sure because you might be at the stage where you haven't hit any sales yet. Now, I'm going to say something so glaringly obvious that you'll probably want to kick yourself, and I think a lot of people actually miss out on this point. But if you are focusing on the outcomes, $1,000 sale, $10,000 per month, whatever it might be, right? The important thing to take note of is not the outcome itself, it is what you can control. Now, the reality is all you can really control is your inputs. That's the only thing you can truly control in this environment. So if you're a Facebook organic marketer and you're out there thinking, I need to go and target 10K per month, great, well, how are you going to make that happen? Are you focusing on how many leads you need to get in order to create one singular sale? Now, of course, you might not know that to start with. You might be just running around trying to figure all this stuff out, and I completely get that. But my point is that what you need to be focusing on is what is going to dictate that outcome, right? So without the inputs, you can't get that outcome anyway. So the way that I like to do this and the way that I like to discuss this with my students is what I call the 1% rule. And that is basically that you should be aiming to convert a minimum of 1% of your leads into high ticket customers. Now, of course, and you've got a process under your belt, like the Ultimate Marketing Mastermind, for example, is what we teach. Is called the dual imprint nurturing process. It's basically where we take a prospect, we are able to rapidly indoctrinate them into who we are, build massive amounts of rapport really, really quickly, bypass a whole lot of that normal stuff that people get stuck with in Messenger, and really just get to the point with, I guess, you helping them with whatever they need help with. And that's what we teach, right? So with that in mind, we can convert as many as 1 in 6 people into customers that jump into our Facebook groups. So it's pretty cool. Now, of course, that's not every month and things do change from time to time. But anyway, going back to my point, if you focus on the 1% rule, now what we can do is instead of going, okay, I want the 10K per month mark, what do we need to do in order to create that one singular sale, first and foremost? Now, let's make a couple of assumptions here and basically assume that we're going to make around about $1,000 per sale. Nice and easy, 10 sales, 10K per month. Easy, right? Now, have a think about how many leads you might need in order to create that one sale. And of course, over time, your close rate is going to go up and up and up and up, and you're going to get better and more refined at this process, and you're going to select your leads better and all that type of stuff, right? But in the initial stages, if you aim for 1%, ask yourself, how many leads have you spoken to? How many people have you put your offer in front of? So many people miss out on this. It's really, really vital, and it's really, really glaringly obvious when I'm out there and I'm trying to, I guess, have a look at people's activities, see what they're up to, and see where they might be missing out on a few things, right? So if we look at that, like say 1%, now divide 100 by 1,000 by 100. You would never believe I worked in finance for like 8 years, right? It's ridiculous. Anyway, 1,000 divided by 100 equals 10. Guess what? $10. So now what this means is that every time you're communicating with someone, every time you're getting a new lead into your business, and if you're doing Facebook organic marketing or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or email marketing, anything like that, you now know that every lead has a value to your business of $10, right? Which means, guess what? You're focusing on the inputs. Because the more of those conversations you have, the more of those leads you can get in, the more of those people that you can help communicate with, solve their problems for them, more likely you're going to make a sale. And once you do, guess what? Now you've got a repeatable formula, and you just need to improve on those metrics as you go through. So that's it for today. Real quick one. Like I say, focus on the inputs, which are going to dictate the outcomes. And in doing so, it's going to help you take your dream, which is like 10K per month or 50K per month or 100K per month, whatever it is, and break down the actual numbers that you need to be hitting in order to hit those particular goals. And like I say, what tends to happen is over time, you start to get that data. Okay, well, I'm at 2% now because it's doubled my close rate. Cool, okay, so every 1 in every 50 people I can now close, and then it goes higher. And then you think, okay, well, maybe I'll add a lower ticket thing in then and start grabbing people in that way and try to ascend some of those buyers, right? So you start to get quite malleable, which means that your close rate goes up and up and up, and you start building this buyer pool, and then you can start to nurture those leads and get them lifetime customer value ascending over time. So anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit the follow and subscribe and all that type of stuff, and drop any comments if you're interested in learning more. Cheers.